Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Thebait. And today we're going to talk about a tale as old as time. Yes. Long overdue for us, I think.
And also, it's important to note that we're doing this out of a request. It feels good, though, to talk about this trailer and this movie, especially because there's a nostalgic taste to it, you know?
Of course.
We all watched the original movie, and it was, I think, a big part of a lot of, you know, people's childhood.
Except for those people that lived under a rock.
Yeah.
But really, when you watch this trailer, you already know what you're in for.
Yeah, there's no really surprises here. I think this trailer is more so to enhance this expectation that everybody has to watch something that we all know, that we are all familiar with, and it relates to a really special moment that I guess everybody had when watched the original movie.
Absolutely.
This new trailer, I think, that brings a couple of different elements from the previous ones, mostly playing a little better with the music. I guess. Yeah, the cuts, they follow a little bit of a different pattern there with the music, which is great. You know, it cues up the drama and the tension a little bit more.
Every person that has seen this trailer in my presence has usually ended with, you know, yeah, it's like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Or even just being like, dude, that actually looks like really good.
Exactly.
The transition from cartoon to live action
that was really well done.
And they were just showing off at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm actually not mad that this trailer was showy. The fact that they're showing things that is from the original that we will know immediately. It's almost like they're saying, guys, don't worry. Even though that this is a remake, we are being 100% faithful. If anything,
very respectful, yes.
Yes, it's an extremely respectful remake. The trailer, no matter what your taste is, you watch it and you'd be like, yeah, okay, you know what? I think I'm definitely in for this.
It is. You can see by the mood of the whole thing, the colors, and honestly, I'm quite impressed with the effects. I was very skeptical initially, like, oh, how are they gonna do this? Is it really gonna look like CG? You know, because it's always a fear that we have when there's a movie, especially translating from a cartoon to live action. There's like, oh, how are they actually gonna play this? Is it gonna look cheesy or not? So I'm actually quite impressed. The house servants, they look really awesome, like especially here that we get to see a little bit more of them. You know, I'm excited. Those are the characters that we get more attached to initially, because the way that the whole drama unfolds, those are the characters that we're living the adventure with.
Yeah, so, like the comic relief.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So I'm actually quite happy when I saw that, like how they did it and how respectful they were to maintain the memories of everybody.
I'm actually going to counter you on that. I don't really like the design of all the house servants. I'm not a big fan of the design of Lumiere. I think it went too hyper-realistic. Okay. If you look at Lumiere and you look at Cogsworth, especially Mrs. Potts and Chip, their faces literally just look like they pasted a 2D image on a kettle. It just comes down to taste for me. But the Beast, the costume design, how accurate everybody is in costume, all the characters, that I love. I think that the casting was done really well in this movie, for sure. I
honestly think that it could have been worse.
Yeah, that's true.
We've seen worst examples of adaptations from either books or cartoons to live action. Books are tricky because everybody creates a different image in their minds about characters' faces and, you know, nuances, little things like that. Cartoons, everybody have the image there. So a lot of those characters, for me, it's based on their performance. So at this point, I'm just excited. The magic of everything is still in there for me. Especially with this trailer, I think because it's an extended version of it, I just feel the magic. It's Disney. Like, there's nobody better than Disney to create magic.
To go back on your point before, I think the real highlight, I'm a lover of music, so the first thing that I noticed that came on board was Alan Menken, the original composer of Beauty and the Beast. And the fact that he was on board and that he was recomposing this movie.
It's like bringing John Williams to do Star Wars again.
Exactly.
Right?
You saw in the original teaser trailer, that famous theme that started off the film.
Yes.
But in piano form. Yes. Now in this one, I mean, you know, because that's what America does, they amplify everything, so they went...
I've come for my father.
He's a thief.
Come into the right.
And there is nothing wrong with that because you know that I'm on board already. I'm like shit. If
Honestly,
everything's gonna be that, yeah.
I respect that a lot, you know, coming from Disney. I truly do, because here's the biggest thing for me. Every time we see either a remake or adaptation, once a story is out, it's published. Once a movie is out and you know, released, it belongs to the audience. We all have different feelings about it. We get attached differently to stories and stuff. So it's very delicate to deal with stories that have already been told. Their memories are now attached to that. So I think that shows a lot of respect with its audience. The same thing with Star Wars. I think that they were very respectful. That's why it was such a huge success, because they brought all the main elements. The same thing in this movie. They preserved the colors, they preserved the tone, they preserved the music. So I think it's just to enhance and amplify the magical feeling. I can look at Emma Watson and not think of Hermione Granger.
Yeah, I know. I think she's on her way trying to shake that.
She is an amazing actress. She became something really special. I've watched many movies with her, and she's doing a great job.
It's just that, how could you not like her, really?
I know,
she's
exactly.
So charming.
She's charming. I'm a big fan of Harry Potter, so because that was the first time we saw her, and we followed for such a long period of time, she has a special place.
In your heart?
For me, in my heart, yeah.
As a fan, we've already seen like that it is going to be a musical as well. How could it not be a musical anyway? Right?
Cannot wait. I can't wait to see Gaston, especially with this trailer where we get to see just a little bit of them dancing. Although he's the villain, it's funny how everybody just loved that musical moment.
With Gaston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so famous. He's the villain, and every time I watch, like I catch myself singing and then saying, we were supposed to just hate that guy.
I know.
You
Well,
know?
he is really one of the only Disney villains that I think just doesn't realize that he is a villain.
That is a good point.
When you think about it.
That is a good point.
Look at him in the
Yes.
mirror. He's like, you are just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Nobody deserves you.
Which reminds me of another aspect. There's humor more in this trailer than there ever was in any other trailer. The other trailers, I feel that they were a little bit more somber and, you know, teasing. In this one, you get to see now a little bit more of the other side of the story that we all love.
This is the final trailer. So
It is.
now all we really need to do is wait and see what happens. I mean, March 17th, if you guys don't have your tickets already, you can buy them now. My girlfriend has
Book
already
them
bought
up.
the tickets already. So
Of course she did,
So
yeah.
we're gonna be going seeing it. So
We're probably gonna go all together.
I am 100% on board. I don't think that there's
I
any
am
shame
too.
in going to see
I am
it.
too.
I don't think so. And if you don't want to go see it, come on, just give it a chance. If
Give
not
it
in
a
the theater,
chance.
just watch it
Come on.
anyway.
If you like this video, remember to hit that like button. Remember to subscribe. Don't leave that little bell hanging in there. Just hit that button, because every time we post new videos, you're gonna get notifications on your phone or in your email. Share on your social media as well. It's really important for us, guys, to keep doing this job for you.
And if there's any trailers that you guys want us to talk about, please
true.
leave your comments below.
Yep.
If there's anything in the trailer that you guys wanted to talk about, or even just mention that we missed, if there's things about, you know, let's just all be nostalgic together.
If you just
There's
don't
nothing
like
wrong.
us, or
Come on.
if you hate this guy, you know me, I know you love me.
I get it.
Just leave your comment down below. We're here to open that dialogue with you guys. All right, that's it for today, and see you next time. Give yourself a beat and go.
Beat. Watching this trailer, when you watch this trailer, you know exactly what you're in for. There's no.
I think it's more to build.
What the hell's in my cup?
Is that a booger?